Right.
Or anything that you really have your heart in, like could be just a project or something. And then Mars accounts for who you become when you feel aggressive, or when you're fighting.
Yeah, it's also associated with the Greek god of war, right? As in Mars?
Yeah, for sure.
So that would explain that, it seems like.
Yeah, and that's the planet that rules Aries, which is a sign that's known for being super aggressive. Yeah. And it also accounts for like things related to sex, which it's weird at first to think of it, but it's considered an act of aggression.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, I mean, for some people more than others, I'm sure.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, you end up looking at quite a bit, and usually people don't have the same sign all the way
Right,
through.
yeah, the odds of that would be rare, I assume.
I do have one chart though that's all Leo, except for her Mercury is ruled by Gemini, I think.
Oh, off by one.
Yeah, but this girl is like Leo.
A pure Leo.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Pretty rare.
So, when did you start doing it on your own? Not just reading astrology and things like that, but when did you start actively, pursue an active role in it and doing it yourself and stuff?
Well, it was always just a hobby that I guess just read about, and then I memorized the sort of the cutoff dates so that I could ask people when their birthday was,
and
instead of saying what's your sign, because it sounds so stupid and people think you're picking them up or whatever. And so, I mean, that was when I was, a teenager. I memorized all that, and AJ Sepich.
Yes, I remember.
He really taught me a lot back in high school because he was always really knowledgeable, and so he and I would talk about astrology no matter what. It would come up, and we'd of course would like talk about people at school or whatever, and so we knew everyone's signs and compared their traits and stuff. And then the only reason I charge people at this point, it's not because I think that my knowledge as an astrologer is so much better or anything. It's just that it's really time consuming.
Right, yeah. And I mean, you're putting a lot into it, so
yeah, I do put a lot into it. And everyone I've ever charted, which is a weird word to use, but I don't know what else to call it.
That's a good adjective. I like it.
I've charted. I'm still in contact with, and a lot of them still will like email me or call or whatever. I'm friends with all of them for the most part, and they'll say, especially, I have a lot of girls that will, when they start dating someone new, all of a sudden
they need to check it out.
Tell me about Aries, tell me about Taurus. And okay. I like it. It doesn't bother me a single bit, ever. The only time it bugs me is when I'm at work. Sometimes my coworkers just popping up in my face like, hey, what about Aquarius? I'm like, I'm busy.
Not right now.
Yeah, but it's great too because in social settings, it's people always want to know about themselves. Whether it's not because we're selfish necessarily. I think it's just
curious.
Yeah, I mean, we like to explore our identities, and even if you know yourself, it's still useful to hear from another person's perspective.
Right.
I think we're always trying to know ourselves better.
Yeah.
And sort of like celebrate what we're good at. And we're always searching for answers to questions like does this about me bother people? What do people like about me? What do they dislike about me? What am I capable of? And all of these questions come up when you're talking about something like astrology, because it is a form of labeling one's personality, which a lot of people are turned off by.